Hello, my name is Harold Whitman. I am 105 years old, and tonight, I'm not here just to perform. I'm here to remember. 83 years ago, I stood on the deck of a ship in Pearl Harbor when the sky turned black with smoke and the world as I knew it changed forever. I was just 22. I watched brave men, my brothers, my friends, fall beside me. Some never had a chance to say goodbye. Some were only boys, not even old enough to shave, but they gave their lives without hesitation. I promised myself that if I made it out alive, I would never forget their faces, never forget their names. I've carried them with me for over a century. Every medal on my chest doesn't belong to me. It belongs to them. I am just the one who lived long enough to wear it. After the war, life moved on. The noise faded, but the silence grew louder. Many nights, I sat alone, playing this violin. Not for applause, not for music, but for memory. Each note was a whisper to those I lost, a way to tell them I still remember. I still miss them, I still love them. I've lost many things over the years. My wife, my eyesight in one eye, my hearing in one ear. My steps are slower, my hands are weaker, but the music has never left me. Tonight, I play not as a performer, but as a soldier of memory. I stand not for fame, but for those who can no longer stand. I want the world to hear what sacrifice sounds like, not through words, but through this violin. This instrument has been my voice when I had none, my prayer when I didn't know what to say. I am the last of my platoon, the last voice left to speak for them. So when I draw this bow across the strings, I want you to close your eyes and listen, not to me, but to them. Hear their laughter, their bravery, their final breath. And if, for just a moment, you feel a tear rise, know that it means they are not forgotten. Thank you, judges. Thank you, audience, for giving an old soldier one more chance to keep his promise. This is for the ones who never made it home.
Good luck.
Thank you, judges. And thank you to every soul in this audience. Your silence, your eyes, your hearts, I felt them all as I played. That song was a tribute, a memory wrapped in sound, for the brothers I left behind so many decades ago. And yet, I stand here today not only as a survivor, but as a witness to the strength of the human spirit. Music has been my bridge across sorrow, my way of turning pain into purpose. For my next piece, I'd like to take you on a journey, not just through history, but through hope. This song is about rising, even when everything feels lost. It's about standing up, even if your hands shake. I hope it reminds you that no matter your age, your scars, or your past, you still have a voice. And tonight, this violin will speak for all who can't. Thank you, judges, and thank you to everyone here tonight for listening with such open hearts. I may be 105 years old, but when I hold this violin, I feel like time pauses. For those few minutes, I'm not a man nearing the end of his journey. I'm a young soldier again, remembering the faces of those who never made it home. People often ask me why I still play. At my age, many would have already put the bow down. But for me, music has never been about performance. It has been my way of surviving grief, of holding on to memory. After the war, I saw a world that kept moving forward, and I feared my friends would be forgotten. This violin became my promise to them that as long as I lived, their stories would live too. What drives me isn't applause, it's legacy. Every note I play is a name remembered. Every melody is a heartbeat that once fought for freedom. And tonight, being able to share this moment with you all, it gives me more peace than words can say. I want people, especially the younger generation, to know that your voice matters, no matter how quiet, no matter how late in life you find it. I hope my story reminds you that it's never too late to stand for something, to honor someone, or to turn pain into purpose. Thank you again, from the bottom of my heart. You didn't just hear a song tonight, you helped carry a memory. And for that, I am eternally grateful.